but he loves me. Why won't he just ask me to make it official? But he's in love with me. Why won't he ask me to be his? He's not in love with you. He's in love with the idea of having you in love with him. And the reason being is this. As long as you are in love with him, you're going to slob on him, hunch on him, cook for him. You're going to feed him emotionally, and he don't even have to give you a ring. You're doing all the wifely duties out of love, because that's how women are wired. Women are more so emotional, quote unquote, creatures. So he gets that. And this is the thing about you, sis. You're not even in love with him. You're just in love with the way that he makes you feel. I ain't even got time. That ain't even what we talking about. But that's how I wanted to start this video. Clarity is key. I made a video called I Love You versus I Love the Way You Make Me Feel. Go find it. Get some clarity. Merry Christmas. So this is really what I wanted to talk about. Men and monogamy. Let's talk about it. Men and monogamy. Where you sit determines what you see. Perspective drives performance. So my goal today is to give you a different perspective. I want to put you in my seat so you can see the things that I've seen. I'm going to go real surface level. We're going to start at the root like we always do. I come from a two-parent household. My parents have been together for over 40 years. My grandparents, before my grandfather passed away earlier this year, they would have been together for over 70. My great-grandparents, same thing. I come from a lineage of marriage, especially on my father's side, heavy. When I was little, and I would be around my family and my mother's side and my father's side together, they would ask me specific questions like, Malik, how many girlfriends you got? Travell, it's Tuesday. Who the lucky girl for Tuesday? What's her name? What she look like? They would ask me questions that made me think having multiple women was the norm. That was fine. That was what I was supposed to be doing. I have a big brother. He's 14 years older than me. So when he's 18, I'm 4. So around this age, I'm seeing him deal with multiple women. I'm going to find a picture from my brother in high school, and I'm going to drop it here. I'm seeing him deal with multiple women. They pulling up to my house. They calling the house phone. They asking if, I ain't going to say my brother's name, but they asking if he there. And I'm sitting here, he got me lying on the phone to these women saying he ain't there because he got another shorty upstairs. You feel what I'm saying? So all of this time, so in my mind, my family, my brother, they've conditioned me to think that having one woman is for when you get older and your dad age. I'm going to put a picture of my father up here too. That's for when you get older. That's not for you now. That's not for you in the near future. That's for when you get older. So they always made me think growing up that having multiple women was the norm. So this is what I found. My first real relationship, it was pretty long. It was throughout high school, throughout college. We were together for years. We split up right before I graduated from undergrad. And this is what I found after we broke up. I went back to having a roster. And this is what I found. It is so much more convenient to have a roster because I don't have to invest so much emotionally. I don't. I remember when I was with my significant other from the past. I would be at work, me and her arguing through text or arguing on the phone before I went to work. I can't even do my job accurately because I've poured so much and I care so much for this person that I'm thrown off my square. I can't even do what I'm supposed to do accurately. So fast forward, I got my roster. If one of them make me upset, I just go to another one. If she make me upset, I just go to another one. I'm always consistently flipping and mixing and matching. Because one of them got something that I like. One of them real artsy. One of them OD nasty. One of them can cook real good. One of them is an expert singer. They all got things that feed into me. So when one of them mess up, it's all good. I just go to another one. And I don't have to deal with that side of things. Because as a man, why would I want to go to work and then come home and go back to work? Why I want to argue? Why I want to have to try to drill things into you? Why do I got to ask what's wrong with you 20 times before you finally decide to tell the truth? I don't like to repeat myself. Why are you wasting my time? Why would I sign up for that? Then we get married, assuming I didn't set up the proper precautionary measures for our marriage. You decide you want to get a divorce and then you take half of what I got. Half. Who wants to sign up for that? You have to look at it from that standpoint, how a man grew up, what was the normal for him. Because although I saw marriage with my parents, That's not what I thought would have been best. Now that I'm older and I've grown wiser in my viewpoint on women and situationships, quote unquote, and relationships and marriage, it has changed dramatically. Now I see things a lot different. But in prior seasons of my life, what? Marriage? For what? Why would I want to do that when I can have a few? So before you sit here and you chastise and I ain't gonna say demonize, but you sit here and you throw these subliminal messages out and you sit here and you put all this pressure on a man to marry you or whatever the case. Ask yourself how he grew up. Ask yourself his perspective, because you will never be in a man's shoes. Ever. You never will. So me as a man, the best thing that I can do is give you clarity. You will never be able to walk in my shoes. But I can do my part in at least letting you take a peek and look inside of them. Look and see where they've been. So I hope that gave a little bit of clarity. Yeah, I love y'all. That's it. Yee.